Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is your boy Mrteamguy and welcome to a gaming spotlight. Today I want to talk about an indie horror survival RPG game called Darkwood. It was developed and published by Acid Wizard Studio and released on July 17, 2017. The game has a fantastic setting and atmosphere and is extremely enjoyable to explore. The survival and crafting elements are also very enjoyable, and fans of similar games like Don't Starve will no doubt find this a rewarding experience. Looting and scouting are fun and interesting and scratch that inventory management itch for freaks like myself. Well, combat, unfortunately, is the biggest drawback. While the game is very clearly not intended to be a slaughterfest superhero fantasy, the clunkiest control systems make combat not just stressful, as likely intended, but also incredibly frustrating. Filled with the highly lethal enemies, there will often be many times where death occurs not because of poor player decisions, but because of struggling with a multiple-step input required for basic attacks, and loose placement/hitboxes on many items and attacks. Another minor issue is that lack of discretion on many items. Some items such as pills and bandages have clear explanations of how they function. Others like bread and potatoes offer mediocre but lacking descriptors, simply stating consumable without going into the effects. But many others have no description whatsoever. Items such as rocks and empty bottles, which I assume were merely crafting materials/byproducts, are also thrown weapons. Lastly, a more subjective gripe of mine that others may not agree with is how slow the game is. Most of a player's time is spent wandering in search of a plot or searching for materials that may or may not aid in search of a plot. The quest can lead to a lot of time wasted doing nothing, something similar like in Dark Souls. Coupled with inevitable daily speed bumps of a defense periods and before mentioned issues with combat, a lot of days result in a 2-step forward, 1-step back progression. Again, this is a subjective point, but I found it a bit too hard-hitting for my taste. But still, this game manages to deliver its horror atmosphere and interesting gameplay, so I definitely recommend to check this game out. This was your boy Mrteamguy with another episode of Gaming Spotlight. I just wanted to say thank you for watching and have a nice day.